Hello, welcome to another YouTube video. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how I draw bodies from different angles and in different poses. So this is the first reference. As you can see, it's some kind of dancer. It's a very interesting pose because we can kind of see the front of his body a little bit, but he is like twisted, and then we can see his back part, like his booty, and the back of his shoe. You see like his foot. It's a bit closer to us, so it was a very interesting photo for me because it's not only the position that he is in, but also the fact that the lower part of his body is a bit closer to us, and then the upper part of his body, like his head and arms, are a bit like further away. So of course I'm starting with the head and with the circles for the shoulders. And then I am drawing his torso. As you can see, I try to make like a little box, but it is slightly, you see, twisted. And then I am drawing his arms. And again, I'm using these circles and just connecting them. And for his lower part, as you can see, I sketched like the outline of his left leg, like the shorts that he has, and then I sketched his foot, which is just like a circle for now, as you can see. And then I did the same thing for the other leg. So as you can see, I like to kind of do a rough sketch, like a very, very rough outline that just like represents the silhouette. And then I start to like add details and really make it make sense. And you will see in these sketches, I also paid attention to the clothes because I feel like, especially in this first reference, the clothes really add the detail and they really describe the position that the person is in. So all the shadows and the ruffles and twists on his like shirt, and like you can see the back of his pants and everything. I feel like if I hadn't drawn those details, it wouldn't look, how do I say, it wouldn't resemble the reference as much if I hadn't add all of those details. I hope it makes sense. So my advice for adding all of these like ruffles and shadows, you can really, like, when you're looking at the reference, you can just draw the main parts that capture your eyes. So these are some of the things that captured my eye. And then as you can see, I just draw those lines and I usually just shade around them, or I add some of the lines that maybe aren't even in the reference, but they bring, you know, dimension, or they just look good. So that's my advice. Just try to draw the main lines and then add like shading and things that you feel are missing. So these references not only help me practice the poses and the angles, but also like drawing of clothes and how like to emphasize maybe the material or like the ruffles and everything else. Now we're moving to the second reference, which is this one. This reference doesn't have as much movement as the previous one, but I wanted to do it because it shows like the backside of a woman, and I felt like it was just I don't know, it was very eye-catching for me, and I haven't done a pose like this, so I wanted to try it. And I also really liked like her style and the fact that her jeans are like so low rise and everything, so that's why I chose that one. And as you can see, I again am starting with the circle for her head and then the shoulders, and I'm adding the little box and the circles for her arms, and I'm just copying her silhouette. As you can see, the rough sketch of these pants is very bad, but I promise later it's a bit better. And now, as you can see, I'm just making it darker, and I'm adding like the bra that she has and like the undergarments and everything. And as you can see, I am shading her jeans, and again, like I said in the first one, I'm trying to copy the main like lines of the jeans, and then I'm going around it and shading. Again, for their faces, I didn't really pay attention. Like, I just added, as you can see, some similarities, like her hair, just so that, you know, it represents that reference. But I didn't really want to pay a lot of details to their faces because, you know, I'm doing a study of a body and the pose, so it's not as important in this case. Although, it made me realize that I don't really do a lot of like full body drawings where like I pay attention to the face and to the body and like to everything. So I will probably in the future do some painting where like I painting, drawing or painting, I don't know, where I pay attention not only to the body or only to the face, but like both body and face. So now moving on to the third reference photo. As you can see, it's a man and he's like leaning a bit forward, and I'm starting with the circle for the head and of course the circles for his shoulder and his torso. And as you can see straight away, I am doing this like curved line for his torso. I just continue with that line for his hips, and then his legs are straight down. But as you can see, of course, one of his legs is a bit closer to us, so of course it's a bit bigger. And out of all the references, I feel like I did the best with this one. That's just my opinion. I like the way this one turned out more than the others. I mean, I like everything, but I feel like this one is the best. And yeah, as you can see, I did the outline first, and then I started adding the details where, you know, you see he has this like shirt and these dress pants kind of. So I kind of, as you can see, I didn't add as much details to the pants just because I wanted it to seem like they're dress pants. So they're not sweatpants, they're not like jeans. Like you can tell, I feel like you can tell from the drawing that they are dress pants. So they're not like jeans or anything. I mean, I hope so. I hope you can tell. And this is the last reference for today. This is just a woman sitting, you see, and she has her hands like next to her head. And of course, I'm starting with her head and the circles for the shoulders and the arms. And then again for the torso, because you can see she is kind of like bent. It's like it's like she's stretching a bit. So I drew the box, but you can see I drew it like in fluid motions. So I curved the box so that it gives the illusion of, you know, so that it shows how her body is curved. I really hope I'm explaining this better than last times. I'm really trying. I'm trying to be better at explaining, and I hope I'm doing better. Please let me know. I will take any criticism, constructive criticism though. Please be honest. Don't be shy. Should I try and explain a bit better? Let me know. But yeah, as you can see, I am adding a shirt and just copying because she's in a black like set. So I just shaded the whole thing. And now I'm drawing her thighs. And I drew a box as well, as you can see, that she's like sitting on, just so that it doesn't look like she is floating in the air. And yeah, as you can see, I didn't finish her left foot because my other reference was in the way, but that's okay. I did the other foot, so that's fine. I feel like with this last reference, the portions are a bit off. I feel like her legs are a bit short. They're shorter than in the reference, but it's okay. I'm still satisfied with the way it turned out. And yeah, this was a very fun practice for me. I love drawing bodies and I love practicing. So it was very enjoyable for me. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.